welcome to our podcast, Chaotic and Unfiltered.
Yes, episode 1. Whoop whoop.
I'm Emma.
I'm Mercedes, and we are the hosts. And you guys may also know us from our other podcast called the Crazy Cat Ladies podcast. But we wanted to start a new one that was more like we can talk about whatever we want and not just cats, because we have other personality traits.
Today we're going to talk about kind of like how me and Mercedes met, and I'm currently living in Maui, and Mercedes is in New Jersey, right next to New York.
Basically, Emma and I met so we've been friends for like, how many years now?
When did we meet? Okay, wait, we met online. We met online because we were trying to find a place. That was 2019?
Yeah, 2019, or I think it's 2020.
Jesus! Damn,
Literally.
It's been... Oh, God, I feel like time has flown by. What the hell?
No, it has.
So
seriously.
Weird.
Yeah, I still remember 2020, and I'm like, dude, that was yesterday. But no, it was 5 years ago.
Well, after COVID, we just, like, went into a fucking time warp, pretty much.
Dude.
And everything's morphed together.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus.
It's bad. Life has been very quick since COVID. I don't know.
Like, people forget the days, too, or, like, the months. They're like, what month are we in? I'm like, I don't know after COVID.
I do that all the time. I'm like, how the fuck is it already, like, March, bro?
Yeah, that's weird.
I feel like it was just December. I feel like I was just celebrating Christmas, and now we're in March. What the fuck is going on? That's my first question.
COVID actually, like, hit really hard, and this is all just, like, fake.
Oh my god, we died.
Imagine that. That'd be a good movie. I feel like there is probably something about that, though. Some, like, apocalyptic.
Imagine a movie where they're like, COVID happens, and then we all go into this alternate dimension, but it's warped as fuck.
That'd be a really good movie, though.
I know. Someone do it, because I'm not in the film industry, so I ain't gonna do it.
We could do it. The fuck? We could make a movie, girl.
Oh my god.
What's that guy's name with a really deep voice, and he does voiceovers for movies, and it's like super serious.
I don't know who he is, but I know what you're talking about.
Morgan Freeman. I'd have Morgan Freeman as our voiceover. Yeah. COVID-19.
He played God in a movie.
Yeah, no, I've seen that. Fuck, what is it called?
I don't know, I forget.
It was a comedy. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, we met 5 years ago. So
I was basically looking for roommates because me and my ex wanted to get an apartment together, and we knew we were going to need roommates because even though COVID was happening, well, especially because COVID was happening, it was like you kind of didn't have an income. So we were looking online, and we met Emma, and then we met another girl, and yeah, we just kind of like clicked right away, bro. It was so weird.
We did. It was really fun. I remember I was looking for roommates too, and I was like stressing the fuck out because I had to get out of my place. And
yeah,
dude, I remember meeting you guys, and I was so fucking nervous. I was like, I really hope these bitches are not crazy right now. Like, I hope this is good. You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
Dude, yeah, I was so nervous. But honestly, we became really close really fast. And my god, dude, our apartment was so fucking nice.
Yeah.
It was so nice.
It was so nice. I think to this day that still is the nicest apartment I've ever lived in, honestly.
Yeah, we were a group of 19 and 20-year-olds in like the bougiest apartment complex you could think of. And like all these older people were probably like, how the fuck did these bitches get in here? You know what I mean? What the hell? Where are you from?
Literally.
I don't know. But oh my god, dude. I remember, damn, we were there for like, what was it? It's like 6 months?
That was a year, I think.
Oh,
was it 6 months? I don't remember.
Or maybe it was a year. I don't know, but
it went by fast. My ex kept trying to like break up with me the whole time. I just like that apartment. It was fun because we did all these like fun adventures together, but I do remember that my ex would be like, at least 3 or 4 times he tried to break up, and I had a breakdown. What did I go to your room one time? You and your mom were there, and I asked you something that he said something, and then your mom.
I don't remember. I don't remember what he said, but I know that my mom's advice, I love her, but Jesus fucking Christ, do not ask for her opinion because she's just gonna be super hardcore, you know what I mean? And be like,
Yeah.
well, you shouldn't be, dating at this age anyway. You're gonna get STDs and herpes and die. Like, just super random shit. I don't know. But I remember, yeah, you would come up to my room and ask for advice because, yeah, they were downstairs
Yeah.
and we just kind of like talk about it and debrief, which was honestly so nice. And we'd both debrief about our boyfriends at the time because there was just so much shit going on. My fucking
Awful.
god, they were so terrible. But we'd have nights where we'd all hang out and paint and drink wine, and it was great. And we'd go adventure in LA and sneak into abandoned buildings, and it was
Yeah, that was so fun.
yeah,
Cute.
dude. Remember when we went? So we snuck into that one place with our
Me?
other girlfriend, and
Oh,
she was like screaming outside, and she ran outside, and I was fucking scared that she was gonna get kidnapped by somebody, first of all, because we were in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. I'm like, bitch, we cannot separate, okay? When we're going into these haunted places, we need to stick together. The fuck?
You and my ex went into the haunted building. It was like an asylum or something before, and then it got abandoned. Okay, we don't know if it was haunted, but it was an abandoned asylum, and you and my ex went in there, and then the girl that we were with, I was out there with her waiting, and I just remember she said something like, she felt like, I think she said she saw someone watching us, or she heard someone say something, and I didn't hear anything or see anything, and it creeped me out so bad, bro. And then
Fucking yeah. Oh my god. She started like screaming too, and I'm like, shut up! Shut up right now! Like, it was actually kind of fun. It felt like we were in GTA. We had to like sneak out of there. It was
Yeah.
a whole camp that we were in almost.
Actually, there was another group of teenagers there, and I think they ended up getting caught, but we left just in time before
Yeah.
the police came and like they were trying to catch people because, it's LA and people do weird shit like that, sneak into buildings. But yeah,
It
so
was just fun.
we did those a few times.
We did, yeah. That was so fun, bro, and some bonding experience for real.
I miss that so much. I wish we could do that again now, but we're too far.
It's okay. No, I know. One day, bro. One day. Honestly, I think we will. We'll do like a trip or something. We'll visit each other, and we should do it with the other girl too because I feel like it'd be fun. You know what I mean? Just get everybody back together and everything. But
Yeah, like a reunion.
yeah.
Because
Oh my
we can't
god.
let go of our past.
Yeah, no, clearly, fucking Jesus. But I don't know. I feel like honestly in that apartment too. Oh my god, I would bring my fucking toxic ex into that apartment so many times. And I remember you guys at first kind of liked him, and then shit went down. He was like one of those types that were really nice to like the world and everything, but was fucking terrible behind closed doors. I mean, scary, bro. Like, would threaten me, and I'm like, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, this is intense, especially dating somebody who's 6'5", a fucking
Right.
D-line football player. I'm like, okay, I'm about to shit my pants right now out of fear. What the
Literally.
fuck? I
But,
don't
like,
know, dude. I'm like, I can't take him. Like,
Literally, but only you would say in an abusive relationship instead of being like, I'm in an abusive relationship. You just be like, this is intense.
it's pretty, yeah. I'm like, this is kind of like, this is a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
Oh,
it's
God.
abusive.
But he's just like, he was such a big person. He could barely fit down the stairway to go downstairs. When I'm like, you gotta go.
Dude, he was bad. I remember I called him out or something too at one point, or I texted him, and me and you were in the line at In-N-Out because we were getting In-N-Out, and he sent me a text trying to be like, because we'd all go up to your room sometimes and hang out, and sometimes I would get tired early, so my ex would still be in your room, and you guys would like watch stuff or whatever. But like nothing happened, obviously. And he texted me one time and was like, yeah, what do you think that your ex is doing every time he's in Emma's room? Like they're hooking up and trying to imply that basically.
Yeah, that was
And
fucked up.
I was like, dude, and he blatantly lied about it. That's what I'm like, because at first I was like, I kind of was like, oh, I kind of got scared for a second, and I was like,
Right.
is this true, Emma? Because you were there. And you were like, no, bro, he's lying. And then I remember texting my ex and being like, is this true? What the fuck? And he was like, no, he's lying. And then some other things happened, and he was like, I'll send you proof. And so I was like, okay, send me proof. And then he never sent me anything. He just was like, basically just being a dick and trying to get me to turn against you.
Yeah, he was psycho for real. Like,
And
the
after that,
fact
I
that he
blocked
did
him
that.
too, because I was like, you're
Yeah.
not even giving me anything. Like, you lied to me now too. Like, he was so bad. He's so manipulative. It's crazy.
Dude, he was. It was insane. I'm not gonna lie. I think I actually lost my fucking mind being with that guy for real.
Yeah.
It's not even
I
funny.
don't
And
know
you guys,
what you were doing. You were doing
yeah.
charity work, and then he took it for granted because he was not. You were way too good for him. And not
Dude,
just physically, I mean, even your personality. You're just too good for that man.
bro. And let's talk about yours too. Your fucking ex.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna be real. Because of trauma and shit, I just kind of forget.
No, that part.
So
You
you're gonna
literally
have
like
to remind me. The only reason I even remember half of what I do is because you'll remind me, but I literally do not. Okay, we'll talk about. So, me and my ex met during COVID, and then we moved in together relatively quickly after like 3 or 4 months of dating. And he was my first, not my first boyfriend, but my first serious boyfriend that I was like, okay, I'm actually in love with you, And I was his second serious girlfriend. And not to make it too long, but basically, so we moved in together pretty quick because we were like new to this whole relationship thing, and COVID was happening, so it just kind of made sense to move in together at that time.
right.
And everything was good and everything was great, and then over time he just like started saying things like he always had depression, but then he would have these breakdowns and avoid me completely, or like you and I would get in an argument and then he would sometimes I was a little mean, but for the most part my feelings were always valid. And he would come at me and be like, you're so unnecessary, you're starting drama, you're so negative, you're like so blah blah blah, and just pretty much criticizing me. And then eventually he would tell me, like, I remember it was like Christmas time and we just bought a mini Christmas tree and stuff, and I was so excited to put it together and do everything with him. And he told me before we even started doing any of that, after we got home, he was like, I just feel like I'm not happy anymore. I think that's what he said.
Oh, I was there, bro. I was sitting on the couch when he said that, and you were like standing up.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait,
that was bad. That was.
Wait, he said that, bro. I remember that. Okay, so like I said, he did that multiple times. So that must have been
That was fucked
like the second
up.
time. Yeah, dude. I don't understand why. And then when he finally broke up with me too, we had moved apartments. We were in the process of like moving to a new one, and he was staying at his mom's, and I was going to LA to stay with my friend before we like moved in. And that should have been the first thing where I'm like, why are we staying in separate, houses? But I'm oblivious, and I was in love, and I really thought like we could, always be together forever, because I was naive.
Right.
And I didn't realize.
Right.
He called me like, I think the first night I stayed there, or the second, yeah, the first night, crying. And I was like, what's wrong, And he was like, I don't remember what he said, but something along the lines of, I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I'm breaking up with you because I'm not happy anymore. And basically like all the things that he would occasionally say beforehand, he just kind of like said it all at that time too. And then he told me somebody told him that he's complained about me so many times that he might as well just end it now. And I'm like, oh, who said that? Because I'm pissed.
Right.
And he's like, I'm not telling you that. I'm
the fuck?
I'm not telling you that. Then why even tell me it to begin with. He would say such hurtful things to me and made me feel like I was genuinely such a bad person.
Right.
But all I did was like love him and support him. And I like did everything I could to make him happy to the point where I stopped making myself happy. I didn't work out. I didn't eat right. I didn't go to the gym. I gained a bunch of weight.
You did a lot for him.
I did, bro. And that's why I like now in my new relationship, I have to keep myself in check because I do a lot of things for people that I love. But sometimes, you know, I've learned people will take advantage of that and then disrespect you because you do too much for them. And it doesn't really make sense, but it's just a thing. So now I have to like keep myself in check and be like, okay,
Right.
am I doing too much? Am I overstepping at this point? Am I making it all about him? Like, or am I still putting myself first in all that?
Right.
But yeah, like my ex wasn't abusive like yours or like off the walls crazy, but he definitely was not mentally, he was not happy.
Like there. Yeah.
He was not there. He always seemed a little bit numb too. I don't know. It's something with like
He reminded me of an ex. I mean, a different ex, but
Really?
definitely same vibe. But yeah. I feel like when they're like that quiet or that closed off, they're hiding something. Something
Yeah.
is going on internally where it's just like they're struggling so much and they just can't even like be themselves.
Honestly, and that's the other thing. And like, God forbid he somehow hears this, and I'm sorry, but I really think that my ex is a closeted bisexual. Or like,
Yeah, it's like, I mean,
I don't even care.
hopefully they come out one day, you know what I mean, and just be themselves.
Yeah. And even if that's not true, I hope he just finds happiness because I just remember that he was so miserable so much like mentally. So I just hope he's doing better mentally because that was
Right.
and he did not treat me right either during the breakup or anything. So I hope he's learned from it and I hope he's happy and I hope, you know, he finds himself and
Right.
you know, whoever that may be.
Yeah. Honestly, that time was crazy.
So much. Yeah, and then also he just put so much shit on me to just make me feel like shit all the time, or you know, I'm such a problem, or he had the audacity to say I'm so negative when before I met him, I was actually told all the time that I was a really positive person. And that some of my friends even liked that about me, how positive I was, but now I'm really negative with you. Don't you think that maybe you kind of are influencing that as well, you know?
Right. Exactly. It's like, take a look in the mirror, take a step back. Like, what are you doing? I don't even know. And during all that too, we had so many fucking animals in our house. That's so random. But we had three cats, two bunnies.
No, we had 4 bunnies.
4 bunnies. We had dogs coming in and out.
Because I was dog sitting for Rover.
The Rover. Oh my god. So it was like chaos and animals in one.
That's how I should have known I was mentally ill because, like, not doing good with him because I was constantly buying new animals or, like,
oh my god.
Moving, like, wanting to move apart. After we left that apartment, bro, I, like, moved us around 2 more times and then we did it again and then that's when he broke up with me. So I should have known there were signs too that I wasn't happy either, but I just didn't want to acknowledge it because I was so in love with him and I was Delulu.
It's okay. We were both Delulu during that time, girl. Like, for sure. Jesus. Oh my god. We've learned so much since. I feel like and even so you moved to LA after everything. Because I know we moved kind of around the same time. I moved a little bit before you out of that place that we were in, but
yeah, so after me and my ex broke up, I still lived in Orange County for a bit, but then I moved back to LA because I wanted to be a singer and I was back on my me shit, you know. I'm like, okay, what do I want in life?
Right.
And I remember you and I would FaceTime a lot too because we were still like pretty close. I feel like we had an on and off close relationship, you and I,
right.
But that was when we kind of started getting close again. And then yeah, but that was hard too because then I was really depressed. And in all honesty, because we are chaotic and unfiltered, I'm not even gonna pretend to be perfect, but I started doing things I shouldn't have been doing. You know, if you've ever been or lived in LA, you know the party scene is very like
Crazy.
and the drugs and all that.
Yeah.
And so I started getting involved in some of those things and partying, and I was basically a fucking wreck. But yeah, what happened to you after?
We were both, I think, we were both a wreck around the same exact time because I moved a little bit before you kind of broke up out of that apartment. I remember my ex had like come over and we just got in this huge fight and you know, things were broken, things were thrown, my room was wrecked. And I remember our roommate heard me screaming, like, I'm gonna call the cops on you. He dove out my window and take in mind we're on the like third story. He dives out my window on the roof, this big bodied man, and I'm like, I wanna die right now, literally. So I called my mom and my mom helped me. We packed up all my stuff and then we drove to Tahoe. And I'm like, I'm super sad. I need help. And she's like, oh, I know this place you can go to in Hawaii. And I'm like, okay. So I went to this literal rehab place for a
I
month.
remember that.
And then after that, around the same time, I was also like going crazy in Hawaii. Like I just like meet all these new people and like party and I'm like, fuck this. And I was still talking to my ex after that. I was like
Oh
literally
my
addicted to him.
god.
I called him in the rehab, girl. Like we were like addicted. Like you know what I mean? But like during this time, like of course he was like partying and like having sex with all these people and like everything like that because he was like, him and it just was not the move. And he was
Yeah.
still in he was still going to college at the time too.
Oh,
Um yeah. So we were
really?
going through it, but yeah, that's how I moved to Hawaii. First Gretchen suggested it and I was like, "Okay, let's do it." And then yeah, I've been here ever since.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah. And then we just kind of FaceTimed a lot. I was starting to go on my like, okay, wait, what did happen? Okay, so I was in the party scene. No. Okay, shortly before this. Okay. So I lived in Orange County. I started talking to this guy that lived in LA. So I would drive between, like, back and forth between Orange County and LA. And then we were a thing for a couple months. We would go to the gym together. He kind of introduced me to the gym and, like, got me on my gym grind. And then we ended things because, yeah, I allegedly cheated, but I didn't because he never asked me to be his girlfriend. And he, towards the end of it, only saw me, like, maybe once a week if I was lucky.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude, it was bad. We ended things. I allegedly cheated. I did not. And, um, sorry, I'm feeding the cats. Then after him, I kind of like got real sad. So then that's when I started going to the party scene and stuff. And then, after that, I got in a car accident and lost my car and a whole bunch of stuff happened. And I moved in with my one friend, Kaylin, who's like one of my other pretty close friends.
Mm-hmm.
And then we lived together, and then I moved here after our lease ended there. But she also kind of got me back in the gym grind and like everything. Being like attached to your ex, I think that me and my ex as well were kind of like we had like a trauma bond because something happened shortly after we met.
Right.
And what happened, I'm not really ready to talk about it publicly, but it was something that was pretty sad, and I'm not trying to bring the mood down right now, so.
No, you're chilling. Girl, things happen and it's crazy how far like honestly you and me have both come from that time until now. We're kind of just summing it all up, but like Jesus, especially
Bro.
you.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about it in a future episode, what you and I have been through, the more sad things, but I feel like right now, because it's more of an introduction, we should just,
Yeah. Yeah, we just like we lived together, we were roomies, a bunch of crazy shit happened.
Good and bad, yeah.
good and bad, and then we both separated and moved far as hell solo by ourselves. And Jesus, that, I don't know, it takes a lot for sure.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I don't know, but I feel like both you and I have lived multiple lives considering the shit that has occurred from age 19, or no, you were, how 19. Old were you?
Well, 17.
Basically, yeah. 17 until now. Crazy. Absolutely insane.
So, now we're here. Sum it up, I moved here 2 years ago, thriving, loving life. It was actually really hard to move here at first. I was also completely alone again, and it was hard, but I, reconnected with Emma because, again, we had like an on and off again, like where we were close and then we wouldn't talk for a while, and then we were close and we wouldn't talk for a while. And so we started talking again recently, and then we started the Crazy Cat Ladies podcast back in like November.
I think so. It was around then, yeah.
Yeah, and then we started this one. So now we're here, and we want to basically, our intention is to be completely real, no hiding. Even the bad parts of ourselves that most people try to hide on social media or like not portray, like that's what makes us human. So our goal with this is to kind of show the good and bad sides of ourselves and our lives and what we've been through to kind of help people. And hopefully, if you are in a situation that we have been in the past that was bad, or like you're currently experiencing that, like we would want to help. And also, we are kind of just like we're just trying to be ourselves and hope that you guys will be our virtual little friends that listen every week and enjoy this as much as we do.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just nice to talk about, you know what I mean? And yeah. I just blinked for like a fat second. Jesus Christ. I had like a That's So Raven moment. Fucking zoning out, like
I'm
completely.
Dead.
I don't know, but
no, you're fine, bro.
It's nice, yeah, to just be open and real and completely unfiltered, because who gives a fuck? And yeah. So
yeah. And Emma didn't talk much. Do you want to talk about like anything else you've experienced since moving to Hawaii after you and your ex officially stopped talking?
Well, honestly, so for me and him to stop complete contact, I got a restraining order on him, and even then contact was broken, but it happens. And so we kind of stopped talking, but I don't know, I just went crazy for a while, burnt a lot of friendships, was not a good person. I think being with someone like that just taints your like perception of everything, and being with people, having relationships. So I was just kind of on that like fuck it mentality. I don't really care about anybody but myself, which is super bad and super toxic. So I mean, being here though has been great. It's definitely a healing place for sure. So yeah.
So that's kind of our introduction of who we are, and
and a lot about our fucking exes too, the little debrief.
Sorry about that, but it's necessary, and you'll see why in the future. And if they ever listen to this, don't. So we will see you guys next week, and we hope you tune in. Make sure to follow our Spotify podcast. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, make sure you stay tuned, and we hope you enjoyed.
Enjoyed that little debrief from Mercedes and I, yes.
Bye, guys.
Fuck, wait. What the hell?
What should we say?
I don't know, girl.
How about love you, bye?
Okay. Should we say it at the same time?
Yeah. One.
Okay, what? 1, 2, 3. Love you.
Okay. When I say 3, we say it right after, okay?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Love you, bye.
Oh,
okay, whatever.